Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy National Coloring Book Day. Yes, that is a holiday. I double checked because I was like, oh my gosh, that's a thing. Kind of embarrassing considering the channel I do and the fact that I've been doing this for years. But yes, there is indeed a National Coloring Book Day and it is today. So I thought it would be fun in spirit of it being a coloring book day we literally are allowed to celebrate coloring books today, even though I do that 365 days a year. I thought it'd be fun to share 10 coloring books that I love or can't wait to dive into. Some of them are new, but it was like love at first sight. The second I flipped through it, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this book. So I thought it'd be a fun little thing to share and then, kind of share my opinions on those 10. And yeah, and then I will leave links in the description below to any of those that you might be interested in. But let's dive in. So the first one is from Christy Rice. Now this is a watercolor coloring book. And this is her spring cutting garden. She has one for each season. So, spring, summer, fall, winter. I'm like, what are the seasons? And then she also has her Painter Lily Day ones, but these are really in-depth. They actually teach you how to color watercolor at the beginning, and then she has these gorgeous images, all printed on watercolor paper, by the way. And these gorgeous images that are just here for you to color. So if you're looking for something to use your watercolor pencils with, or maybe you just want, to use your watercolors in a coloring book, here you go, because they're perfect. They're all open, so you can do loose or a tight, design here. You can also do wet on wet or wet on dry. Her pages are designed to do both. Really, like, you play with your style. But it's a gorgeous book. I do have a flip through on my channel. I plan to collect her others. But yeah, if you're looking or interested in watercolor coloring books and you aren't sure where to start, this is one I definitely recommend because I got it and I was just so giddy to use it. Okay. Now all of these aren't going to be anything like new. Some of these I've had for years. But another one I recommend is Magical Dawn. It is by Hannah Carlson. She has done quite a few books now, but this is one of my favorites. And I'm not flipping through all of them, but I'm just kind of showing you the artwork. So this is a hardcover book, and her artwork is just amazing. And one reason I like Hannah Carlson is I like her style. It's like, so magical and whimsy and fun. But also, if you're new to coloring, there will be like tons of tutorials or people coloring those pages. I actually colored that one for a buddy color that you'll end up seeing in my July finished pages. That'll probably post after this. But yeah, I haven't colored much in this one. I won't lie. I had an old copy of Magical Dawn that I did a lot of work in when I was first new to coloring, and then I gave it away for someone to play with, and then I bought a new fresh one to start over. So I did color that with, I think, Shapir Farbens when I was testing them out. But like Zucchini Kitty has this book. She's doing an all one palette, and it is freaking gorgeous. So yeah, that's Magical Dawn. Another coloring book is Seasons by Hannah Carlson. This one is just, I loved the variety. So here, I'll just open to this one. I actually did this as a color along last Christmas on my channel. If you're curious, you can actually take a look. I actually completely changed up the pine needles. She just had like these block drawn out pine needles, and I went through and just turned them into what looked more like pine needles to me. So that was a really fun one. You can always check that out or wait till Christmas. Oops. Gotta get that wax paper in there. But this one is fun because it has pictures for, well, the seasons. So here's like, we're getting into autumn stuff. Look at Halloween. Perfect. So it's nice because you can always find a page that matches the season or be a rule breaker and do a Christmas page any time of the year or a fall one. They're all so pretty. And again, I'm just kind of quickly showing you some of the artwork here. Love this one. Her double page spreads can be so elaborate. This one too, look at that. But yeah, these are all books that I plan to do more work in. Oh, can't show that one yet. That one, best for last. Okay. The other one would be Johanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder. This is her latest and greatest, and it is freaking adorable. I just got this last month, but it has tons of, well, just Johanna style doodles. I have some marked for tutorials, like I did this color, like rainbow-ish looking one with my Felissimos that work great. She does have some old school styles, like this takes me back to Enchanted Forest and Secret Garden days, so it's kind of like some of these give you like a, you know, blast from the past. This is one I actually did as a group buddy color with my Facebook group. But yeah, look at these. They're just so pretty. And already there's tons of tutorials using these pages. So if you're new to coloring, this would be a good one just because you'll have someone that's done a color along or a tutorial somewhere in this book. Guarantee it. I cannot wait to color this page. Oh, it's going to be really hard to not crave cookies and cake afterwards, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be like, okay, control yourself. So yeah, this takes me back to like her ocean book. So like some flashbacks, but that is a good one as well. Okay, I am a huge fan of Teresa Goodridge. This is one I just got not too long ago, so I haven't done much in it. I think I've colored just one page, but this is Main Street, so it's by Creative Haven, but Teresa Goodridge is the artist. And like I said, I'll link these all below. I love coloring like realistic scenery, and this one was just amazing. Look at that candy shop. I've actually seen a few people color it. It's lovely. But all of these are just gorgeous. I mean, her work is very busy. It can be daunting. Just don't go in there thinking you're going to do it that day. That's kind of the mindset you need. These are perforated edges, so you can pull it out. You can scan it, put it on paper you like, or I actually color on this paper because my pencil's plain ice. But yeah, I was so excited to get this one, and I can't wait to do anything. But I did do this one here with, believe it or not, Holbeins. I know everyone's like so shocked anytime I use a Holbein. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean I'm not going to try and master them. I'm determined. But yeah, I colored this one using my Holbeins because I was trying to, well, master them. But definitely one I would recommend if you're looking for something to, well, be enabled about. Okay. This is actually one of my favorite mandala books. I love all of hers. I own all of them except one, I think. And I love her 101 unique mandalas. I've almost finished this book, actually. But she's got everything from dream catchers. I know, like, all I'm showing is dream catchers. But to regular mandalas. I've obviously been doing a lot in this one. So when COVID hit, I actually bought her 2 101 ones, and I was just like every day belting through like 5 to 10 of these. I had a lot of free time. Things were slow. It's one of my favorites still. But I still have quite a bit to color. Like, see back here, I haven't even tackled these. I think I did, you know, here and there ones, but I got her snowflake ones to do. These are her lotus ones. So basically this has a mixture of all the different styles she does in her individual books. These ones are geometric, which sometimes I really have to be in the mood for. But yeah, I mean, I only color these with glitter gel pens because I like the sparkle. I actually, little colorist secret. So shading and, you know, layering and coloring can be really a lot on the brain. We color to relax, of course, but it still can be taxing. So I actually use mandalas to recharge and refresh. Like, no shading, No complication. I just picked some gel pens, glitter gel pens, because for some reason all that sparkly makes me giddy. I don't know. But I do that and I just sit there and color mandalas because they're mindless. Like, I'm not thinking about it. That's why I don't shade or use pencils or markers or just anything that requires shading or that I would be more inclined to shade with. And I do that to kind of recharge and refresh because sometimes you do need a break from the complicated shading. And that's what I do with these books. I just mindlessly fill them in with sparkly glitter colors, and that is what happens. Okay, so this is another big favorite of mine, Gnomes in the Neighborhood by Denise Klett. I don't know why it took me so long to buy this freaking adorable book, and then when I did, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. It is not on Create Space paper, by the way, so this is actually decent paper, single-sided, so you can use markers or anything you want that would normally bleed through. I mean, tons of images for every scene. I've actually seen this one done a few times. Yeah, there's winter images here, so you can totally use this for your Christmas. And look at this. I mean, the gnomes all have like these personalities that make them hilarious. Like, look at that. But the artwork is just fun and quirky. It's something different from the everyday, you know? But I adore it so much. I haven't done a ton of pages in it, and I really need to do more. So I did that one though. I own so many coloring books, and it's just a matter of finding time to squeeze them all in. And so even though a book's my favorite, I don't always color in it. This one's a whip I need to finish. Just haven't gotten around to it. I will though, I will. Yeah, so that's Gnomes in the Neighborhood. Okay, the next one is Botanicum. It took me a long time to buy a Maria Troll or Maria Trolle book. Honestly, I don't know why. I really have no reason. So I bought Botanicum, and I instantly was like, oh, okay, I actually do like these books. So I liked this one because it has images for every season. So we have winter, now we're into Halloween. I really like the books that kind of give you options for the seasons. Like these little mushroom houses are adorable. I also like how she does black backgrounds on some of them. One, it saves me the stress of figuring out a background. But two, it just makes everything pop. It's really cool. Like that is super cute. This one. A lot of these I'm just like, oh, I don't want to ruin the page, so I haven't colored them. Really need to get over that. Yeah, I mean, tons of cute things. I did this one with polychromos. They take really well on this paper, by the way, if you're curious. But yes, these are my favorite, and I know it's like, why is there nothing covered or colored if they're your favorite? It's just, I never have time. This one did not turn out how I wanted, but oh well. It's still there and done. But yeah, I have to spread my love among all my books, but just because something's my favorite doesn't mean I color in it a ton. In fact, I often take longer to color in my favorite books because I really want to be in the mood and take my time. I did this one not too long ago. This is with luminance. I was playing around with my luminance to see how they did with lilies. Not shabby. Not shabby at all. The background, I was kind of like, ah. But yeah, that's Botanicum. All right. So World of Flowers, also by Johanna Basford. I have to admit, this is one of my favorite ones she's ever released, is this one here. I mean, Johanna is known for her floral work. I do have 2 copies of this one, so I got some whips that are just hanging. She's got her little wallpaper style, her circular ones. These are so cool. I've seen people do these so many ways. Mandala. This is when I started with Inktense. I do have a lot of whips, but like I said, this is my second copy. I tend to buy 2 copies of Johanna's books eventually. I haven't of her latest. But my other copy has more images colored. Like I've already started this in my other copy. I've started this one in my other copy too with a Derwent Chroma Flow, actually. I should have used my other copy. But my other copy is predisposed at the moment in the middle of a project. So I'm using my spare. I have actually started that page on the other copy and had to erase it. But yeah, this one I have seen done quite a few times by other colorists. It looks adorable. This one I actually started originally as a color along with Castle Arts, and then I just couldn't finish it because I don't like my Castle Arts. So I need to go back with a pencil I like and just kind of pick up where I left off with similar colors. This one, actually, I was testing Castle Art pencils and trying to come up with color combos. So I did like a whole bunch of different color combos with them. But like I said, I'm just not a big fan of the Castle Art ones, so didn't get very far. But yes, that's World of Flowers by Johanna Basford. That was right before Worlds of Wonder. So back in the day, you could refer to her WoW book as, but that was World of Flowers. Now you can't because Worlds of Wonder kind of screwed up the WoW acronym. Okay, this is my favorite book ever. I have never in my life gotten a coloring book where every single page I was freaking giddy to color. Like giddy. Ridiculous giddy. So this is the one book where I can, I'm coloring it cover to cover. So I'm coloring it in order using my favorite pencil, which is Prisma, if you haven't watched me long enough to know that. So this is going to be colored in order with Prisma. I'm taking my time. Each month I color just one page from it. My daughter colored on the cover. Lucky she's cute and only 5. But I'm actually going to purchase a second copy of this. That way I have one where I can color it with other mediums for fun. But yeah, I'm doing every page. So I have done the nameplate page, and I just kept it pretty simple because that was what I wanted to do. And then I did this one here. The artist actually shared it on Instagram, so I was like over the moon happy. It's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. So this one took a really long time. Flicking Prismacolors is no easy feat. That's why I don't use them for hair, because I'm like, 2 years later. But with this book, I'm okay with that. I want to take my time and just, yeah, I didn't do a background because I just felt like this, you don't always need a background, and this stood out just fine. I think a background honestly would have killed it, but I loved how this turned out, and it was actually a very limited color palette. That's what was fun about it. So in August, I'm actually tackling this one, which I think I'm going to use kind of fallish colors because I'm just over summer and ready for fall. But yep, each month I'm only doing one page. These ones I may combine, depends on my mood. We'll see, but only in Prismacolor and in order. So that's the thing with this. I do definitely want to get myself another copy though, because I want to be able to, you know, eventually use like polychromos or I don't know, just any of the many pencils that I own. But yeah, so I'll just put them all fanned out here. Maybe they're not all gonna fit. It's only 10 books. Like they're already sliding. All right, there we go. I will leave links in the description below. As always, if you ever use a link, it does help my channel, which just helps me buy the things I need to keep going with my channel. But I thought it would be fun in honor of National Coloring Book Day to share my 10 favorite. I hope that others do that as well. I'm not creating a tag by any means. We all got lots to do this month. So I just thought it'd be fun to share this. Definitely let me know in the comments below if any of these are your favorite, but also what is your favorite coloring book of all time? Like I have Flowerscape, and that is just, you know, my favorite one that I'm never going to be like, oh no, I'm good. I'm going to color it all the time. So I'd love to know if you have one like that, or if just you have a couple that are your top favorites and you don't really have a single. So thank you guys for watching this video, and happy National Coloring Day to you. And until next time, take care.